Welcome everybody back to boostinmotion, guys, and today we're taking the E63 to another car meet. Yes, we are going to go to JS Motor Club's meet in New Jersey. So guys, let's go. Let's hit that intro. Welcome everybody back to boostinmotion, guys, and good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. All right, guys. Yes. Welcome everybody back. Welcome everybody back to the channel. First thing, shout out to my whole boostinmotion family. Much love. I appreciate you guys because I know you guys have already hit the like button. Thank you guys for your support. And if you're new to the boostinmotion channel, well, I am boostinmotion. I am in currently a Mercedes E63S. I used to have a lot of different cars. Definitely in the Nissan Infiniti world, but now I'm in a different world. I am in the world of Mercedes. So guys, let's go. Let's continue. All right, I know you guys are not gonna like this, but I take the car to a regular machine wash. Remember, I didn't have this car for 3 months. So it's gonna be in a later video, but this car is a pearl matte wrap, and to clean it is very hard. There is baked in dirt that is embedded. And I found a solution how to remove the dirt, and it isn't machine wash or it isn't hand wash, which I've done with this car already. I'm going to get into a different video, but just know I'm going to have to buff the car, and I'm going to do it myself. So otherwise than that, well, once I'm going to just get this car nice and clean, and then we're going to start to head out to New Jersey. So let me quickly show what I'm talking about, because on video, you're really not going to be able to see it. But yes, the car got washed. But if you take a really good look, there's dirt here. There's a lot of dirt. And I ended up testing a buff on it. Video is just literally not going to show it. But this car is filthy. Okay, here's the best example. See this right here? This is a lot of the dirt. I know my hands are showing it, but when I wash this, when I already wash this baked in will just can literally just stay there. So what I have to do is buff the car to get rid of a lot of those lines. Yep, it is super annoying. So in a later video, I'm gonna show that I'm gonna buff this whole car, and pretty much it's a light buff, medium buff, and it's gonna look it's gonna look freaking perfect. All right, so we made it. Yes, and there's a Lincoln Town car ahead of me because this car meet is usually pretty high quality cars, and people love coming out here to see what kind of cars will come out. There's a skeleton car right there ahead of us too, which is super dope. So loving it. We'll see what happens next. I should have been here earlier so I could catch more video, but we'll see how it turns out. All right, so take a look. A lot of people coming out. This whole parking lot's probably about to be packed because they're gonna fill that up too. This is already filled up. Then they're gonna fill that up too. Then they're gonna probably fill that up, and then they're gonna fill up over here also. Everything's gonna continue to fill the fuck up. So this is why you definitely gotta come early, because you'll get a spot. Drop top. Some cool cars out here. Nice yellow. This looks really clean. Never really find much of these looking so fucking clean. Woo! Looks real good. We got the green. I don't think I could ever do that, because I think BMW trying to go into supercar territory. Usually supercars do that color, but that's a nice green right there too. I haven't seen one of these in a while, in a very long time. Very long time. Looks real good. Slow kept. From what I can remember there was like 5-6 years ago, was a guy who got one of these cars and he bagged it out, put hella stress, and people hated him because of it. And he literally like lived in the car. Hopefully I'll put a picture up or something of it. It was super cool, super weird, but man, people flamed him because of it. Right? This one looks really good. Defender. With the LS.
I thought you would lock the door for a second.
It's really good. It looks good. Wide body. Also, I want to let you guys know it is such a nice freaking day. Blessed. Nice freaking day. Blessed. Those wheels look aggressive. Concavity. Look at this concavity. Oh my god. Everything's just straight in a negative. That's good. I'm starting to see a lot more of these modded, which is super cool. I think these look really good modded. Got some set of retro rotoforms on it. Car's probably lowered. The camera looks good too. I like the wheels on it. Some BC Forge wheels. Not manual though, but I like the color. It's looking pretty good. Then we got Supra. Got these two next to each other, looking nice and clean. That's nice. Which one would you ever take? That one or this one? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people would say that one because, of course, it's a Supra, of course. But this one looks pretty good too. I don't see much of these. This looks super cool. Sitting real nice. I'm seeing a lot more people do the itemized windshield, itemized or reflected. See, hi, doing the reflection tint. I don't like that. It's just not a thing. It kind of reminds me of the whole what was the game we used to play, guys? The Need for Speed 1 and 2 Double Edition. Kind of reminds me of that. But golden and white and 2. But it looks good though.
The windshield for the Hellcat.
You know what's crazy? I was looking at the car, but I did not pay the RS6 wagon no attention. But it deserves its own right. It's looking good over here. It's sitting really nice on 22s. Nice, clean. And we got another E63 over there. Looking pretty good. My shit is regular. Alright. See where the colors stand out. Drop. Nice color. Doesn't have to deserve to take up 2 spots though. But I get it. That deserves to get 2 spots. But we'll check that out later. Same thing here. Once again, is it a BMW thing? Look, BMW takes up 2 spots. BMW takes up 2 spots. They love taking up 2 spots. Unless they take it up for their friend, it's a totally different situation. Looking clean. Ah, man. These sit really good in my heart too. I'm telling you, man, you guys love BMWs and all these high-end cars too, but I learned to appreciate the older cars that I grew up with too. This looks super clean. I love the Acura TL. He has a carbon, and he has a supercharger. So he has a supercharger belt driven with the rod, and this supercharger is usually supposed to sit on top of the motor. So this supercharger has a completely different design. This is super weird. Don't usually see that. Usually it's supposed to sit on top of the motor, and then the air is forced inside. But they had to do it and build it so they have the rod and go across. Super weird. And it goes across, and probably the intercooler, I'm assuming, is somewhere over there. Or that's the intake, matter of fact. And so there's no intercooler system here at all. Period. It's just straight compressed hot air going in there. So you're gonna have to run on E85 because those charge attempts must be super high. Like this color. Hellcat. Ferrari. Things look pretty nice out here. Pretty nice. Sitting real nice. Once again, these Camaros are really standing out more and more. Like, I know we love our Mustang 5.0s, but knowing that this is not being made anymore, I think Z28s is an LT1, but I'm still a fan of a Z28. I think these cars will still always be there. Like, this car should get a lot more respect. Well, it does because it's LS, but everybody likes to go and get the typical 5.0 because, well, you know, they got built internal. They just sit there and they take a lot of abuse. Also, I've never really been a fan of ESR, but they've been really getting themselves up in the quality game. That looks really good for ESR wheels. So, shout out to them. Love the way that these cars look. I mean, I'm 6'1", but I always wondered, like, how I would drive it and would I hit my head. I mean, I do know that they make the cut top or the rag top that actually rolls back, and I think that would be super dope because I'll probably have to stick my head right out the fucking top of the thing. But even though it's crazy, is it has a back seat. It has back seats, man. And The wheels are like 13, 14-inch wheels. I mean, yo, the insurance got to be super cheap on this. I'm not paying no crazy amount of insurance. We don't see too many of these, but this one actually looks quite nice. Intake, heat wrap to the side. Looks pretty good. These cars should get a lot more love than they really usually do. See, they one of these in a while. Of course, the Porsches. I'm going to say something mean on video, and you guys might not like it. Newer cars always get more love because they're the newer, better things. I get it. But once again, I'm going to keep saying it. The older cars is what really makes me love them so much, or the unique build cars. Like even a simple Kia Stinger. Super dope. Engine intakes. Love the color. Shout out to my homeboy, One Gun. I used to call him Wagon, but it's One Gun. He has the same color from Georgia, man. Shout out to him, man. Much love. Cleaning company. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't see all that.
See this too well.
My favorite car of all time. I'll tell you.
Thing looks freaking beautiful. Look at that. This is actually my first time ever seeing anything like this in person. You got the exhaust manifold, exhaust headers coming out the side.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Barrett Jackson recently.
Look at that. Look at that. Clean. And you only see this stuff in movies. You even have the ooh, looks so sexy.
Their top end isn't up there, but the
wow.
torque and everything.
Love it.
These things
Their
pull off the line
compressor.
like it's nobody's business.
Love it. What's going on, man?
How you doing, bud?
Looks car looks great, man. Look at this interior. Look at that. Gorgeous. With the wood grain steering wheel. Looks insane. Woo. Man, love it. Hold on, me jump. It's a nice color. I don't know if this is a wrap or regular color, but it's a nice color. I like it. Just need to get it washed in the morning. Let me see what else is out here. We got Jag, Corvettes. We got, oh, this one is sexy. What's going on, brother? Long time, man.
How are you?
I finally made it out.
I
I know. Of course, brother. Oh man, this thing hella stretch. Hell, look at this. Woo. Now, remember I made fun of that other car that was at the Cap Treat meet, and I was like, his wheels just don't fit because he was showing too much barrel. This is what happens when you do things right way. Huge dish, stretch on the tires, little bit of the rim of the wheel showing. The rim is this part, guys. Okay, and then he did the body so it can fit right close to it. This is how it's supposed to be done. This is hella stretch with wide body or extended flares, as you would say, with the interior. Even still got the old school phone in this. Also, I want to put that out there. Nissan Maximus had phones in their older cars too. So just want to put that out there. But this one's super cool. He just don't have the windshield washer. Looking nice, clean. Loving that one. Looks very clean.
He doesn't say anything bad about it. It's sensitive.
It just got a little worried.
Old school I don't know this series. I'm not gonna lie. Have not seen it. Pardon me. This actually looks super cool. Now, I want you to know right now, I'm a car person, but I've never seen this in person, and I never knew it existed. So I feel like a completely new guy to this because I never knew this fucking existed at all. Period. The doors are not even on there. This is your car? This is your car? Much love, brother. Because I know I've saw it in pictures before, but until I came out, I'm like, oh shit, is this it?
They never came to the U.S., that's why.
It's insane, man. Oh my God, and everything's working. 5-speed manual. Oh my God, this is lovely. I love this, man. This is super gorgeous, man. Guys, super dope. Left-hand drive, manual. Never seen it, man. Look at even the rear exhaust, how it comes across. It comes, and then I guess that's the chamber that goes across, and then boom, that is it. That's super cool. Super cool. Let's keep walking around. Let's see what else is out here. Hot Wheels. Woo. Woo. Looking clean. Is this whole thing carbon? fiber. Yes, Koenigsegg. This is when they designed the whole external body. This is like one of the first Koenigsegg's. A whole body designed in carbon fiber. And also the chassis is designed in carbon fiber too. Insane. Gorgeous. Love it. Much better shot right here. Much better shot. See the carbon? Loving it. Then we have this one. Oh my God. This, you don't get to see these gorgeous things like this. Oh my God. With the blue cuts. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Woo. These two things are super rare. Do you think, brother? Don't worry about it. Gorgeous, man. All right, so we got a nice blue. I mean, I'm not really ever a fan so much of matched colors to the wheels. Never really should be so much of a fan of it, but it kind of is going with it. And what I like about it is, let's stand that back and take a better look, right? Because most people don't usually match the wheels to the color of the car, but because they added that little silver trim part right there, definitely adds to the car, that flair of the car. I like that. Ooh, fully caged out. Fully caged out. Ooh, looking effing nice. So let's make this car a damn race car. Or we probably bought it as a race car. Let me see. Super dope. Look at that. We got another one, another caged out race. Looking nice. Looking super nice. All right, so for what I can already see, it's actually quite nice. Once again, it's a Sunday car, like a Cars and Coffee, and you get out a lot of different cars that you usually necessarily will not see. So once again, Porsches just looking like Porsches. Green one here, white one here, gray one here. I know, if you want to win, you get a Porsche too. That's another part of Porsche. To me is weird because they're not necessarily a luxury car brand, but then they are. So they're just doing what they gotta do. Look, another Porsche, another gray one, and there's some more gray ones down there, and there's some gray ones on that side. Once again, I've never been to a Porsche meet, and I will go to one just to see how it is. But other than you're the GT3 guy or you're the Turbo S guy, a lot of them actually look very similar. There's not really much difference between the two, so I get it, but not really my thing. We got some Tundras lifted on some 31 inches tires. They're freaking sitting really high. Like, that car's sitting taller than me. All right, let's see what else is coming in. This is a nice one. Look at this tire. See, look, I like this more. Got the carbon hood with some of the carbon roof. Like, this one's just a little bit done, just a little different with the wing. I mean, I know some of this stuff is accessories, but, you know. C63. I miss my C63. It was nice to me. It was super fun. It was super fun car. I love those wheels too. Those wheels are actually pretty rare to get on those cars. Has a small little dish. Another old school. Ooh. It's nice. Say clean. Oh, now we got the heavy hitters pulling in. Okay. Another E63. Yes, this one's lowered. 120s. Mine doesn't sit that low though. Another E63. See, look, man, I don't feel that much different. Everybody got E63. I gotta get a lower module because my car doesn't sit too low. A lot of more cars are coming in. It's again, Turbo S, carbon hood. Yeah, people gonna not like me because they're gonna think I'm a Porsche hater or something like that. Sounds really good. It's like a V10. Now, as much as we love C8s, these ones are some of the best. Some of the best out here. You want to be fast? Still get these, man. I don't care what nobody says. This color's a good color. Well, remember when I said in the old video, if you wanna win car shows, you get this color. This is the color you get. It's clean Honda S2000s on some Volks. Carbon hood. You got a hood exit for the turbo. Sitting pretty clean. Carbon fiber. Watch out! Watch your back! Watch your back! Looking pretty good. Got the tag arrow, front mount, carbon hood, RE888s. I don't know, man. I couldn't do what I couldn't do is carbon front lips. Can never do that. Rock chips, anything like that will just too much. Because once that crack, it's hard to fix that. But he got a whole cage and everything, so super nice. Looking very clean. Love that. Love it though. We got air on the Evo 10. Now we're gonna walk over to the other side. We don't see much E46 M3s anymore. These are going up in value, but the V8s are definitely killing the E46 in price. Same thing for the M6s. Not a lot of people get the V10 M6s anymore too. Like you'll either get the gen right after that one, or an M8 because that pretty much replaced it. But we don't get to see a bunch of those in a while. And those used to be the king back in the day. It used to be these cars and Evos going at it because they made a hell of a lot of power.
I've never seen one.
Right. So nice wrap. You got a purple and some different color. It's like a dye. First thing, the paint is definitely different. Let's just take a look and appreciate the paint. It may not look that good on video for video quality, but the hue, if you notice his hair, and I change it, and I move, the hue follows it. So that's definitely different with the carbon hood. And look like it has honeycomb dye trunk and front fenders and hood. It's definitely different. I like that. Definitely different. Was it honeycomb? I can't remember the exact name. It could be a wrap too. I don't know, but it fits very well. Looks good. Looks good. Same thing with these M3s too. We don't get to see these much anymore. Like these and the E46s to me are gonna really go up in price even more. But the V8s are the ones who got the most price on. Just like the same thing for the V8 M5s. Same thing for them. We are here with JS Motor Club, a representative. Are you the president, vice president? What are you?
I'm the VP of Customer Relations, one of the founders. It's me, Tom, right there.
Okay.
Over there, it's the three of us.
Okay.
We started this pretty much to bring the car community together, man.
Okay.
We saw a little bit of disjoint, and we just wanted to put something together to where you can show up, and it's going to be a great time. We're all about creating a positive atmosphere and just being uplifting, bring everything together at the end of the day.
I remember a couple years ago it was like really exclusive, where it was like a different type of group set, and I remember it changed over to something a little different.
Exclusive, but at the time we were paid, so you had to pay to be a member, but it didn't matter what it was.
Okay.
Even if you weren't paying, all our events were open to everybody. Obviously, we did our member-only stuff, but no, we saw a need. Or at least we think it is a need, and we're trying to make something of it.
You just slid right into there. So what other businesses you guys work with? Just like, detailing business, car dealerships, anything like that?
We work with a handful of vendors. We work with wrap PPF places, detailing, leasing and car purchasing, whether it's a dealership, whether it's a broker, performance shops, auto service shops, collision repair places, pretty much anything for the automotive customization, anything for the automotive.
You're tied in. Y'all like spaghetti. Y'all all touch it.
Pretty much trying to be intertwined with everything. So no matter what somebody needs, we can at least point them in the right direction.
That's actually
we're very big on do the right thing and take care of somebody. That's
actually super cool, man.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
So how many years y'all been doing this stuff?
So we started this in 2019 via website. Our first event.
This is before the beer virus.
Yep. Right before there, our first event was in 2020.
Okay.
And we've been doing stuff since.
So pretty much in 3 years, they filled the whole parking lot all the way back to over there to over here. You got a bunch of unique cars and different members and everything. that's coming out from pretty much tri-state.
Yeah, tri-state. We try to focus that. At one point, we did have members at national scale in several different states, but I mean,
the logistics must be just too much.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's cool. It's really nice to see that other people see what we're trying to do and see the value we're trying to provide.
Okay. So how often do you guys usually, or at least for this year projected, how many meets like this do y'all want to have? Like once a month, once a week?
As of right now, we have 3 shows scheduled. Now, April 23rd and May 7th we'll be putting those up on our Instagram fairly soon.
So Instagram is
GS Motor Club.
Yep,
at GS Motor Club. Everything can be found there. And then if there's any questions, just you can shoot us a message. Me and Seth handle that, so one of us will get back to you.
Okay. So I want to put this on video too for anyone that's listening. Understand, there was at least 3 to 4 other shows out here today. And I said, well, I'm going to this one because he invited me out years ago, and I sucked at it, so I'm a terrible person. But there was 3 to 4 shows going on today, and they brung out so many people because I've been told in a bunch of chats that I was in, this is the one you want to go to. Literally. And that means you guys are making a good name for yourself.
We're trying, man. We're trying. At the end of the day, it's literally just about bringing the people together. Doesn't matter what you have. Doesn't matter what you drive, bike.
I've seen everything out here.
You could even take an Uber here.
Yes, I've seen everything out here.
Everybody together.
And it gives that sense of feeling of like a cars and coffee without the coffee part. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's loving, and it seems like this neighborhood, at least they're pretty cool. The cops are pretty cool. No one's revving. It's a better quality of cars, and I would say better quality of people.
That's what we try to do. I mean, obviously there's always that one person.
That one
There's always
idiot.
that one guy. There's always, but at the end of the day, I want you to be able to park wherever you want. The guy next to you actually wants to talk to you. Actually wants to have a conversation.
No.
He's like, oh, I like what you did there. I like this. What do you plan on doing next?
No.
Building relationships, building bridges, bringing everybody together.
And that is what it's supposed to be. Because cars are some of the best things. Thank you so much, brother. Because I got you on video now. I want you guys to know because I'm doing everything POV. We and him did race our M3s back in the day. Well, I didn't have an M3. He had an M3, and I had my Q50. And, he actually gave me a dig race. So, once again, I'm going to appreciate
always
that.
Respect, man.
But in the road race, I'm always going to lose. All right, brother.
Enjoy yourself.
All right, man. But we'll take a minute and just low-key appreciate this. Because we don't get to see these often, too. At least not in New York City. People don't go get copies that much. But these are also super fire, too. You go down south or Midwest, these things don't play games either. Once again, you don't get to see a lot of stuff in New York City. You have to get out of New York City to see a different type of vehicles and different type of cars. What did I tell you? The parking lot is already filled from back there all the way across coming up here. Now, over here is getting filled up. That's my twin. That's my twin. That's my twin. Twinning. That's funny. I want to say this. I wanted to say this, and I want to say this now. I want to say I genuinely appreciate this police officer because he is directing traffic in the intersection when he doesn't have to. We also got a GT350R right here, super dope. He almost hit the goddamn cop. No mercy license plate. Come on. And he got backup with him just in case some nonsense may happen. So it is what it is. Welcome to Sundays. And I'm making fun of Porsches. War Carrera S, 4S. But I like this Plymouth. It is definitely standing out to me once again. Old school guy, man. I like old schools, any 80s, 90s vehicles. This is definitely gorgeous. Loving it. Now, there's more cars down here, but most of the people that's parked down there are more just spectating and everything like that, which makes sense. And also there's a bunch of BMWs down there. I don't really care for those cars. Now, same thing over here. I don't see anything that uniquely stands out to me that I would really want. Oh, MR2, looking really clean. Nice, clean MR2. We don't get to see these too often. Nice. Now, nothing else really stands out there to me. There's so much. There's so much going on. Let's take a look. We're going to start making our way more over there and see if there's anything else that stands out. I'm about to say this. We haven't seen any GTRs yet. And this is probably the second one I saw. So this wrap or dip one, that look like it's a dip though, well, a matte dip. And there's a white one that I saw too. So I don't usually get to see that too often. Now let's take a brief intermission. This is one of the reasons why I want a G37 coupe. Come on, man. 2008 and we're in 2023 and the car is still clean and is not dated. Period. Bags, wheels, color, simple and clean. Period. Now, a couple other cars I see over here. Now, this looks like my old C63. Remember this car? I loved it. I had the same front end, but then I did mostly what they usually do. You paint that part black. You paint that white part black, like I did. And I had added the front lip. No one really followed that build because I didn't do too much, but this is essentially how my car came. It looked like this first, and then I painted that white part up there black, and then added the lip, and even had those wheels and everything. And I had blacked out tint. So if you guys want to look at my C63 content, not too much of it. Fun car, loved it, but you know I got the all-wheel drive E63S now, so I can't go back. Take a quick joke. Second GTR out here. Period. That's it. Usually in NYC, you'll see a bunch of GTRs. I guess we don't see much GTRs out here in Jersey, which is surprising. This 240 looks really good. Like this. I would definitely try to do the rear deck, but when you want to rebuild these cars, you got to really rebuild them to how it used to be. Now, knowing that I'm an E63S owner, you don't see these cars in red. It's very hard to find these specific M5s in red. And yes, when I was looking at the E63S, was M5s something I considered? Yes, but I still liked... These cars are fast. We already know it. These cars are fast. Faster than the E63S. But let's take a quick intermission because this already looking really clean. Especially with the battle wing. Ooh, carbon looking real nice. Montana plates too. He knows what he's doing. But I could learn to appreciate this car though for what it is. I would have loved to got something like this, but I mean, hate to say it, they're actually cheaper than E63S's. But you gotta get the right spec because if you don't, people gonna make fun of you. Shout out to my boy Winner. Anyone who knows me and is close to me know that I've talked about Lamborghinis before. I'll say it on video. Most would love to get a Lamborghini, but most YouTubers get a Lamborghini because it's just naturally what they work their way up to because it's a status car. You don't only get it because of Lamborghini, but it's just a status. If you got that, there's a small minimum amount of people who ever get the experience of owning one of these cars. And if you get to have a Lamborghini, especially even if it's a newer Huracan or a specific spec Huracan, shout out to Exotic Car Hacks, you gotta get it. You gotta get in a specific spec. But if you just get a bare bones crapped out or clapped out Huracan, you still made it. You still made it better than the majority of the people. So with me, I really care about access. I want access to it. Doesn't mean I would buy a Lamborghini, but if I can afford one, I may do it just for that experience. So this is something you got to work your way up to because you have to build yourself up as a man, your income and everything, just be able to have that type of access to this type of things. See too much CTSV wagons. Those are definitely pretty rare. When they made this specific year, they made it in coupe, sedan, and station wagon. That car is supposed to get a lot more love than it actually does. More Porsches, and more Porsches, and then another Porsche. So it continued to be so much Porsches. 3000 GT. Remember I talked about that one in my last video. You don't get to see too much of those. Right-hand drive R32. I don't know if it's a GTR or which specific one it is, but it's probably more, I would assume, the bare bones one. But it has a wide fender, but I think most of them have the wide fender already. STIs. It's crazy to see a regular one to the right and a bagged out one, performance one to the left. Super crazy to see that. E63S. I gotta put my lip on. But looking at these two is definitely different. Quick example. So my E63S looks like this one. Stock height, very similar fitment, and everything like that, right? Then you walk over here and you get the one who has the lowering module. He has the lowering module and it looks drastically different just because he lowered it. So that's just, you have to get the module wherever they put actually or the lowering links. But I'm not, the lowering links are super cheaper, but I'd rather do the module because I could be able to lower it how I want it, because, you know, Boost likes his cars sitting really nice. So I'll look into that. But the front lip looks pretty nice, but I don't think I have that front lip. I have a different one. So hopefully I'll get that installed soon so you can see if you guys will like it. So we got some more cars standing out. This one definitely stands out a little different because it seems like it has a unique kit. Fenders, I don't know. Remember, I'm not the Lamborghini guy. Usually, sometimes this stuff comes from factory. It's an STO, and I believe those are usually the more modified ones. So this specs look nice, but I'm just not the person that would know every intricacy, every little part about this one. But nonetheless, let's take a quick look at the car and just drool over it. You got the air dams that go through the front end that comes up through the middle. If you don't see it, take a look right there. It comes up through and goes over it. You also have the hood scoop that catches the air and drags it in. This also adds downforce. I've never seen a wing design like this. This is super dope. Never seen anything like this. Good to see this in person. Super cool. Rear end, and it has, I believe, is this a red? Yep, 2 twin turbos right there. Yep, one precision turbo over here, and another precision turbo over here. I definitely think it's definitely modded out. Pretty nice. Gorgeous spec. Definitely looks freaking nice. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. So, Tricorp there, Mach 1. A couple other cars, once again, that stand out to me. M3 with a front mount. Another M3. Some more M3s. C63. Wing. Shelby. More Porsches, more Porsches, more Porsches. Yeah, that's the running joke. More Porsches. What I do love is these HRE wheels on this Porsche. Once again, wheels make you stand out. And if I was ever going to do 3-piece, I would have to do chrome lips like this, because this is sexy. I think, this is definitely sexy. Looks really good, sitting nice. Again, another shortcut body. Love it. Once again, I told you, these Mustangs definitely stand out to me. This supercharger is like a freaking 3-liter supercharger. God damn, it's fucking huge. I still like more of the, was it the central fugal superchargers rather than one that sits on top, because there's really no way to cool it unless you have like some kind of air to water in the cooler systems that's between the supercharger and the head of the engine. But nonetheless, it's going to do what it got to do. But it looks good with some BBSs, probably 305s or 315s in the rear. No, 285 in the rear. Wow, looks pretty good. Very short back. Looks good. I like it. All right, we have a couple of the Mustangs sitting here. Quite nice. 5.0, 5.0, 5.0, 5.0. Lexus, then 5.0. So super cool to see it. Love again. Another set of cars that are super gorgeous. I like how this one's sitting very nice. I like it with some wells in the front and rear. If you guys don't know, wells are actually pretty affordable wheels to get, and I guess they're more for the racing society. If you're an American brand, they're like the Inky version for American car brand, and they make some ridiculous offsets though, which I get why. Inky just doesn't give you as much modability or gel fitment ability when it comes to racing wheels compared to like these. It's always works super well. All right, so I think I saw the GT350R. I think this looks very nice, man. I think, in my honest opinion, Mustang hit it out the wall with going with the specific body, because no matter from 2015 to the current edition, the body is still very similar. They just changed the front end, and even in with the newer front end, the GT500 has the older headlights, which is a different bumper, which is cool. That they know that they hit it out the ballpark. So I think American car brands, from Dodge to Ford to Chevy, their modern muscle cars were absolutely gorgeous, and they don't give it. I think they should get a lot more respect from what I can see in the community. They got the respect regardless. But for the look of the car, comparing this car to, like, I hate to say it, a G82 and a couple of other European cars, these cars look very good. This one definitely stands out because you don't see much of these out here in the wild. Looking super gorgeous. Looking super gorgeous. Take a look at that. Ooh. Looks good. Now, as much as we made fun of other videos, of other cars, okay, now as much as we made fun of other cars, M2 is definitely looking nice. Yes, over the F80 and F82s, yes, M2 are very unique in themselves, and I like these cars because it's a shorter body, 100%. I think the 2 Series / 1 Series has definitely grown, and I think it's now replacing the essence of what M3 E46s used to be. It's kind of like that car, the E46 or the E90, the E92. So this place is just really sitting good with me. Gorgeous Husky.
Couple months old? It's gonna get a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Gorgeous.
Oh no, you don't gotta hope. You'll see.
All in all, I've been here for about an hour, and it's super calm and nice, and everyone's pretty pleasant. It's a nice essence. You know, there's no loud music, burnouts, or anything like that. People do respect the place and respect what we're doing. Seems like a lot of people who could come had come out, and there's not as much cars driving around. Everyone's just walking around. It's a genuine essence, and knowing that this is a public parking lot is actually what's super cool about it, because usually public parking lots, police are kicking us out, acting fool. These guys are parked up pretty chill. Police are just like, hey, listen, you can only really go down and around. They don't really want the cars going through in between, because when the cars do that, someone might get hit, and they don't really want that. So I actually like that idea, and it's much nice. Look at this blast. See, look, this is the other look on bags. This is the alien look, okay? This is when people sit there and say, you squash the car like a bug. He got an extra spare wheel in the back just in case he gets a flat. Now, I want to say it on video, this is the other look that people really talk about what they want. This is when you're really showing a lot of the wheelbarrow itself, and then when you air it out, it tucks into the fender well. But it's usually never really my thing. Not really my thing that I consider I really want to do, but some people actually do it. The guts look really good though. It's black and it's super low, so. And the crazy part is some people were definitely static. This dog is so adorable. Now how you come from just being a narrow body to being wide body. This is how you do it. This Charger, even though it's just, I don't know if it's a 392, let's say Daytona. I know at one point the Daytona became, I think the 6.4, yeah, 392. But I believe the Daytonas back in the day were the 5.7 too, or at least a couple of years ago. This car doesn't look like it's a dip though, because it is a little bit of orange peel that I see here. Perhaps it'll usually be a little bit more shiny, or maybe it could be the paint job. But this offset is insane. Look at this. That just shows an example. Huge. Tail lights. Yeah, it has older tail lights. But looks good, man. Looks freaking good. I like that. Now, back in the day, I would say in the mid-2000s or even earlier 2010s, people would be dripping their mouth over these type of engine builds. And I'm one of those. Even though they have like is this the oil separator? That's actually super dope. I think this is their actual catch can here, which has actually to the atmosphere. That's actually pretty cool. I like this. This is very cool. Very well and nicely done. This is pretty gorgeous. Definitely like this. You know, since again, when I see something done really nice with specific care, that's when you have to respect it the most. Also, it seemed like they did a pretty good tuck on a lot of the electrical stuff. You don't really see that so much. Like maybe it's some of the simpler things, but maybe that's just the way Hondas are designed. But again, that's pretty cool. Wheels in the front, cage inside. Yes, has a cage inside. Center console delete. Very similar analog cages. I don't really like the stick shift though, but I guess it's bent more ergonomically for you. That's why it's bent. Looks good. Or triple eights. Looks good. Definitely like that. 240. We got a 240 here looking nice. Some Advance. I'm gonna say it on video right now. Should I get a 240? Like, I'm gonna ask you guys straight up. Anyone who's watching right now. Should Boost get a 240? Because you guys know that I'm in a G37. But should I get a 240? I would only get an S14. That's it. No, but I can't see myself getting a stock one. there's too much money, time, and effort that goes into just bringing the car up into being a reliable build that I just necessarily don't want to see myself doing. You're all right. Thank you. That I just don't see myself doing. It's just too much. I would rather buy one that was mildly taken care of very well. Maybe even already has a red top already swapped into some of the stuff that usually necessarily will be done, so that I save money on the back end, and then I will bring it to the next level. I think that's nice when it comes to, as they say, don't buy someone's modded car because there may be a lot of stuff they took shortcuts with, but there's some cars that you have to look at it and see what essentially that they did that's the most important thing that will make you actually want to purchase a car that you can bring to the next level. Because getting one of these cars and it's rusted out, you got to replace the brake lines, etc., a bunch of stuff. It's going to be time consuming and very costly, and that car will turn from sitting from 6 months to a year to 3 to 5 years, because our life changes and people just don't realize that. And that's how it was back in the day, and I know moving forward it's going to continue to be the same way. Even though they make newer cars a lot better, that they don't have as much issues, still at the end of the day it's very, very costly. Like this color, nice color, GT3, looking fucking nice. We got a Bluetooth 40. Ooh wee. We got the McLaren with a nice blue color. Watch your back. Watch your back. God damn it. Not the only 720 here. Yeah, it's the guys who ruin the car meet. You the guys that do that. Yeah, thank you. I was talking about Lamborghinis. This would be considered more of the bare bones Huracan. You got a Huracan, but it's the bare bones one. You see the difference? At the end of the day, it's still a Lamborghini. I'm driving the E63S, but even then, you know, I don't want to make it sound like I'm hating. Oh look, electric car, no noise, quiet, yay. If I get a G80, do a G80 like that. And it's only because it's sitting right. The front end looks a lot different. It's sitting right, the specific look I would want for a G80, period. You don't see too many of that. Chill out, let's not be that guy. Let's not be that guy. Chill. Leave it for. Alright guys, so we're about to head out. There's no cruise, but if I get any video headed back, I'll let you guys know, because you know I got the head cam on there. So damn, that clapped out. We can't do this, man. Don't come to the car meets clapped out, man. It doesn't work. Doesn't look good. But anyway, let's add it now. Thank you everybody for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also on top of that, if you want to purchase some boostinmotion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.